Yo, what's up guys, PKSparkxx here, and welcome back to another edition of That Hot Top 5. You guys voted last week, and now today's top 5 list is going to be my top 5 favorite baddies in the Mario universe. If you guys want, let me know in the comment section below your top 5 favorite baddies as well. Stay tuned to the end of the video, because at the end of the video you're going to be given 2 more topics that you can vote for in the comment section below for next week's top 5 list. As always, these top 5 lists are 100% opinionated, so if you do not agree or you have your own top 5 list, as I just said, let me know yours in the comment section below. Make sure you guys check out the description for fun links to other things we're doing on the channel, including another Super Mario 3D and Tales of Symphonia live stream playthroughs, Super Mario 3D World Nuzlocke, and Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. With that all said and done, time for us to get into number 5 of my top 5 favorite baddies in Mario. Number 5 on my top 5 list goes to Rocky Wrench. Now, you guys probably don't even know who Rocky Wrenches are. You probably don't even know where they came from. Well, allow me to tell you. They debuted in Super Mario Bros. 3. The reason why I like them so much is because when I first encountered them, they gave me the hardest time to complete a stage. Seriously, it's like they throw a wrench, but then the airship is moving. By the way, Rocky Wrenches usually only show up on stages with tanks or airships or stuff like that. So they're pretty much fixing the ship, and then they're like, oh snap, there's Mario, time for me to throw my tool, but then somehow they just go back down, and then they throw another wrench. It's like, where did you get a wrench from? Do you have like a stash of wrenches down there? Are you a hoarder, Monty Mo, or Rocky Wrench? Whatever. But in any case, by the way, Rocky Wrenches are a subcategory for Monty Mo, so a little fun fact for you guys. But anyway, it's like when you're on the airship level, even though the ship is going up and down, the wrenches, once thrown, keep their projectile. And mind you, I guess that's fair. That's how it should be. But it's still frustrating. It's annoying. But at the same time, I love these things. Finding them come up, and just destroying them with a fire flower or stomping on the head destroys them. But at the same time, if you destroy one, another comes back. There is an entire system underground in those ships, in those tanks, full of Rocky Wrenches. You will never defeat a Rocky Wrench army. If they ever figure that out, and they ever decide to come out of a tank, it's pretty much GG. Koopa Troop won. But until then, I think we're okay. Number 4 goes on my list, goes to the notorious Bullet Bill. Bullet Bills debuted in Super Mario Bros. For the NES. These things destroy you. Now, they only got more vicious as the games go along. We have seen homing variants, we have seen targeting variants, we have seen heat-seeking variants, we've seen underwater variants. You got the Torpedo Tez that debuted in Super Mario World. I wish a Bullet Bill would come now and just destroy the train that wants to interrupt me right now. But seriously, Bullet Bills, everybody fears them. But at the same time, if you ever get to a stage where it's Bullet Bill filled, you know darn well that there's going to be one section in that stage where you can just destroy Bullet Bill after Bullet Bill after Bullet Bill after Bullet Bill and get yourselves all the way up to 99 lives. I don't know though. Bullet Bills, they're amazing, they're fun. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention one more thing. The worst thing about Bullet Bills, they're bigger counterparts. Bonsai Bill, the devastating King Bill. Have you guys played New Super Mario Bros. U? Have you seen those bills barrel across the screen? If a Bonsai Bill hits you, if a Bullet Bill hits you, you take damage. If a King Bill hits you, GG, instant knockout. Seriously, Bullet Bills are a threat. If you ever, once again, if they ever launched them in succession, game over, man. Game over. But Bullet Bills are vicious, they're lovely. I love seeing them because they definitely present a challenge, and they go to number 4. This one is going to make my friend for Bull248 very happy. Number 3 goes to Thwomps. Now, Thwomps are vicious. I first think, wait, is there a typo on screen? There's a typo on the screen. There's a period right before it says they thwomp. Why is there a dot? What? Okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I have to record this for tomorrow. So anyway, Thwomps come in. They don't move. Well, okay. When you first encounter Thwomps, they don't move until you get near them. And all of a sudden, they're just like, me Thwomp, me want stomp, and they just plop down. They just drop down. Sometimes they can be a one-hit knockout. Sometimes they'll just do massive damage to Mario. I believe that when they first debuted in Super Mario Bros. 3, they were a one-hit knockout. And I know sometimes if they flatten you, you're destroyed. They've been used as items in Mario Party. They've been used to impede Mario's progress in Mario Adventure games. But at the same time, they've been used to help Mario in his progress. And even Captain Toad. Even Captain Toad uses them in one of his adventures in Super Mario 3D World to help him get those green stars. So Thwomps, they help you by accident. They don't mean to, they don't want to, they want to kill you, but at the same time, they're just like, what am I going to do? I can't turn around, I can't thwomp. I mean, I can thwomp, but that's pretty much it. So, yeah, but they're fun, they're great, I love seeing them. They are a pest in Bowser's Castle from Mario Kart 64, but otherwise, Thwomps go to number 3, definitely just... Now, it took me a while to differentiate which one belongs in the number 1 spot between my number 2 and my number 1. But after long black guy thinking time, I looked at the universe, figured everything out. Number 2 goes to the malevolent Piranha Plant. Now, these things are, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, I guess malevolent kind of works, but at the same time, they're an evolved form of annoyance. They come in so many sizes, so many shapes. They can be vine plants. They can hang out from ceilings. They can throw ice balls or fireballs. They can literally survive and grow anywhere, even inside of pipes. These things come anywhere and they can impede your progress so many times. If you don't have a fire flower, pretty much you're not getting past the Piranha Plant. You gotta make the right jump or the wall jump or pretty much take the damage so you can use your invincibility frames and jump past the Piranha Plants. Seriously, Piranha Plants are annoying, but at the same time I love facing them. They're just like, plus look at their name. I'm sorry, listen to the sound. I mean, they just sound so decent. And have you ever seen one in Super Mario 64? They're sleeping. All Piranha Plants sleep. Well, correction. Not the giant Piranha Plants that sprout out of nowhere. Those are terrifying. But the ones that you clearly see, they're just sleeping. And they're just like, don't bother me. And then you go near them and you're disturbing them. And then it's just like, oh, well, I guess you gotta die now. And as much as I want to disagree with that, technically I broke their sleep. Why should I be upset when I'm breaking their sleep? I went near them. So they destroy you. I mean, then granted, in 64, if you kill them, you get a blue coin, which is really good, especially if you're trying to get the 100 coin star. But still, Piranha Plants are amazing, and not to mention, honestly, if I had one, I'd never touch it. It would just be outside my door, blocking away all intruders. But Piranha Plants come in at number 2. I've kind of grown attached to doing honorable mentions, but at the same time, this one had to be said. While it's not a favorite enemy of mine, it has to be there. It has to be mentioned for many reasons. The honorable mention goes to the Goomba. For those of you guys who don't know, Goombas defected from the Mushroom Kingdom. Have you ever noticed how they aren't turtles? How they aren't Koopas? They don't have shells or anything, or even arms for that matter. Well, they defected from the Mushroom Kingdom and joined the Koopa Troop. Why? I don't think that has ever been said, but if it has been said, let me know in the comment section below. But Goombas just have to be said. They are the weakest, the most laughable enemy Bowser has in his employment, and yet they're just adorable. Look at them. Seriously, there's been times where I underestimated a Goomba and I'm just like running and I just die. Literally. Oh, one fun fact. In most Super Mario 2D side-scrollers, the first enemy you encounter is a Goomba. Now think about it. You always see these things. They're the first enemy you see, so you know what a Goomba is. One stomp and they're gone. But at the same time, there's been times where I will start a new playthrough and I'm just running and I do something stupid, like I don't jump properly or whatever, and I run right into a Goomba, lose my first life on the very first stage, on the very first enemy. In fact, I think that happened on my playthrough of New Super Luigi U, so go check that out if you want, part 1. But Goombas are just there. They have to be mentioned. They're definitely not a notable enemy. In fact, you laugh at them. But at the same time, because you laugh at them so much, I feel that they should at least get a participation trophy. Now, number 1 on my favorite baddies. If you guys know me, if you guys love me, if you've been here for a long time, you should see this one coming. I say it all the time. Number 1 goes to the mighty Charging Chuck. First debuted in Super Mario World for the SNES. Now let me detail this for you guys. First of all, these things are Koopas. They are Koopas that play football. They know what they are doing. Now granted, they were kind of nerfed in Super Mario 3D World, but still they pose a threat, because when you hit them once, they lose their helmet and they charge after you faster. So your timing has to be perfect to take out a Charging Chuck in 3D World. But in Super Mario World, woo lordy, these things take you down. Let me tell you guys how many variations there are of a Charging Chuck. There is one that alerts the Koopa Troop when Mario is near. There is one that splits into 3 other Charging Chucks. So you see one, it splits into 3, and they all charge after you. Okay? There is one that throws baseballs. There is one with a shovel that digs up clumps of dirt that happen to be in a perfect form, not only to roll, but big enough to damage Mario. So then they're just rolling down the hill. You have one that, what is it? Oh, the Charging Chuck, they just charge at you. You have one that punts footballs, and there's a few others I can't think of, but I know there are other ones. Charging Chucks, they don't play. Oh, and there's one that jumps up and claps at you, and if it claps you, you're hit. You're damaged. So pretty much Charging Chucks, they want you. They know how to get you, and their whole goal is not a field goal, but it's to destroy Mario. Seriously, I love Charging Chucks. I got so happy when I saw they return to Super Mario 3D World. That made me a very happy PK. Charging Chucks, number 1 of my favorite baddies in Mario. And that right there concludes another top 5 list every single Tuesday at, well, now 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So with that all said and done, if you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button for me. And right now, I'm going to give you guys 2 options that you can vote for in the comment section below for next week's top 5 list. Now, with baddies already a thing of the past, we're now moving on to favorite mini bosses. Mini bosses are stages that are enemies that you hardly ever see. They come at the end of a stage and they are pretty tough, such as a Boom Boom, such as Boss Blob, such as Pom Pom, such as a Koopaling. A Koopaling counts as a mini boss, or maybe it doesn't count. Okay, I'm going to look into that and figure that out. But pretty much the grunt, they're higher up from grunts, but they aren't a leader, you know? They're the bigger guys. So those are the favorite mini bosses. And also, returning from last week is Pokemon that remind me of Mario. So those are the 2 topics we have right here: Pokemon that remind me of Mario, or favorite mini bosses in the Mario universe. Let me know in the comment section below. Just vote mini bosses or Pokemon. Otherwise, I want to thank you all for watching. One more time, check out my Teespring campaign. Link is in the description below. And also check the description below for a whole bunch of other fun links. But that's my time with you today. Thank you all for watching. Stay hot, guys. And I'll see y'all next time.